Hi there, it's Lynnea, and today I'm using the Building Block stamp set from Kindred Stamps, and I'm going to be creating a super fun block card here with these cute little characters. So to start off with, this is a new stamp set, so I'm just going to prime my stamp and stamp it off on a piece of scratch paper a couple times, and then I'm just going to be stamping a whole bunch of these little blocks. I'm going to be using this long rectangle one, and then there's a square one that I'm going to be using as well. So I think I have 40 of these stamped out, and I'm going to stamp them mainly in primary colors, adding in a bit of like a minty color and then some purple and stuff like that. But I'm going to show you very quickly how I easily color these. They don't require a whole lot of blending, so I'm using my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers because it's just easy. I have all of my colors right here in one marker. I started by coloring the whole block with my lightest color, and then I kind of went around the outside of those top circle pegs with my medium, and then I'm just coloring in the tops of those with my darkest color. And I'm going to show you that one more time, because as I got going here, I kind of got in a rhythm, and like I said, they don't require a whole lot of blending. So I'm just going to color all 5 of these with this light green color super quickly. I stamped out, I think it was 40 of these, and I colored all of them in 15 minutes. So really this went super quickly, and then even to cut them out didn't take long because they're just squares and rectangles. So if I had stamped them all in a straight line, I could have just taken my scissors and very quickly cut the tops, cut the bottoms, and then just kind of gone up the middle and trimmed out all of these little images here. So once I was done, like I said, I did cut them out and I have them all piled up here. I have 2 of the long ones for each color and 3 of the square ones for each color, and I am just going to line these up across my card. They're going to hang off both sides, so I'll just use scissors to trim them off, but I'm just going to use liquid glue and really easily line these up straight across my card and just kind of go up and down in vertical lines, or horizontal lines rather. I originally thought that I would mix and match my colors, just kind of grabbing at random, and it bothered me, so of course I went back and changed it to real rainbow order. And I'm just using liquid glue. At first I thought maybe I would pop all of these up with foam squares, but then I decided to go a different route and just glue them all down flat onto this card. So again, even this didn't take long because I used my T-square ruler just to make sure I had that first line of these little blocks straight, and then I eyeballed it after that. So some of them are kind of going sideways, some of them are kind of wonky, but for the most part they are going in straight lines, and that's just how I wanted it. So I'm just going to finish up here, just adding in this last line of blocks using my liquid glue super quickly and just adhering these down, and then after I was done I did trim off all the edges. I could have filled up my entire card base, but I wanted to have a focal element. So I also stamped some of these little people, you know, the guys holding the flowers, and then I put a little flower in the girl's hair, and these are going to be my focal images. So I decided to pop them up. I die cut a piece of black and white cardstocks using a reverse scallop circle die from Pink and Maine. And as I am going to glue these together, I'm using my foam squares to overlap these two because the white and the black are 2 separate pieces. But if I add my foam squares overlapping them, it will adhere them together. So this is basically going to be my card here. I am using that circle up near the top and I'm letting it hang off the edge of those blocks. I think that just kind of brings a little bit more interest to the eye, and that's why I didn't cover my background completely with the blocks. So here's a little tip. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out exactly how I wanted these lined up because I had a sentiment strip there too, and I wanted the feet to kind of overhang the sentiment strip but not too much. So I use a piece of purple tape, and that holds everything in place, and then I can kind of adhere things one at a time. So I first adhered the circle and the sentiment strip with foam squares, and then I just peeled back that purple tape really easily and added glue to my little characters, and then replaced the tape, and then when I peeled it off I have my finished card. I added some glitter, and that is all. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you next time. Bye!